Danny, big trip to the Emirates this weekend. What are you expecting from it?
Well, I've been there a few times in my career, and you always get a tough game against good quality opposition. We all know Arsenal on the day can be one of the best footballing teams in the Premier League, so we know it'll be tough. But it's kind of a nice release from the intensity of the Championship, if you like. Nobody expects us to go there and do anything, and that in itself is a nice platform to play under sometimes, or play on, I should say.
As a player, do you kind of think, hang on, a little bit of luck here and there, you know, we could be into the quarterfinals, the sixth round, you could be in a little...
Well, it is a bit of luck, and this is obviously somewhere along the line you're going to play someone decent, but this isn't a game that we should be scared of. I don't remember the year, but I think Millwall got to the final, didn't they, when they were a Championship side, you know, and that was partly, obviously they played well to get there, but partly a bit of luck in the draw. So yeah, I think it's something you shouldn't completely dismiss just because you're going away to a big Premier League side. Teams get beaten. Who'd have thought Liverpool would have been beaten by Oldham, for example, this year? You know, there's always shocks out there. So it's about belief, it's about confidence, it's about enjoying it as well, and not taking it, you know, too seriously. And what I mean by that is playing with a freedom and expressing yourself, knowing that you can win and the reward is big.
You've scored plenty of goals in the FA Cup. I think it's 12 you've scored in your travels in the Cup, most of them penalties. Are you on pens for Blackburn this Saturday?
Unfortunately not. I've let Jordan Rhodes take them. I kind of didn't argue with him. I think when you have a striker who's so desperate to score goals, it's not a bad thing. I think if it gives him confidence and he keeps finding the back of the net, then I'm happy to let him take penalties. I did take one, I think, at Huddersfield earlier in the season when he didn't fancy it because the goalkeeper was his mate. So if there's ever a point he doesn't fancy it, he knows I'll step up.
You've just been become a bit blasé towards it.
No, it's not blasé, it's unselfish is the word. I think when you're trying to make a career and you're trying to judge yourself on goals and assists and that type of thing, as a young midfielder, you know, you want all the goals you can because it looks good against your name. And as you get older and you're comfortable in what you do, and you move back down the pitch, you know, towards your own goal. That's what you do as you get older, don't you? You move closer towards your own goal. Now it's not as important anymore, but don't get me wrong, I still love the feeling.
What's Michael Appleton brought to the place in the short time he's been here?
Stability, hunger, good work ethic on the training pitch. He knows what he wants. He's clear. He's got a clear view on how he wants us to play. Very thorough with his preparation on each game and the opposing team. And I'd say probably the attitude and application of everybody around the place. Seems like everything's been improved in that area, which is a good thing. It sounds like that should be normal anyway at any club, but it's not always the case. Sometimes people fall into comfort zones, if you like, and he's certainly on your case. You know, he doesn't let things lie. He's a stickler for detail and certainly doesn't take messing around. And I've sensed a much more hungry, passionate group since he's come in. Things are looking positive. I sense a spring in the step of everybody now, rather than doom and gloom.
Now then, Danny, you've got previous with Arsenal in the FA Cup, haven't you? 2001 FA Cup final. You came off with 77 minutes gone. You're 1-0 down. Did you think it had gone?
You never think that with the quality of players we had at the time. I think you start believing as the game went on that we would get something, because in the first half, I have to say, my memory of that is them battering us basically, and Stefan Hencher making a great save on the line, which should have been a penalty, and that probably would have been game over. It was played right midfield that day and had 70 odd plus minutes chasing Ashley Cole up and down in the 90-degree heat, which is not everybody's idea. Yeah, but it was a memorable day because what do you do as a young English kid? You watch all the cup finals. You know, I remember them all growing up. Remember Liverpool beating Everton 86, 89. I remember the Coventry Tottenham 187. They were like, you know, when I was 10, 11, 12, that type of age, and they are great memories. And to actually have an FA Cup winners medal is still special. It means a lot to me, and that's what the FA Cup does to people. It gives you memories for a lifetime.